This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter, and welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. No, it's not a birthday boy, it's a birthday girl. Yes, this female tennis player was supposed to be one of the best around. Unfortunately, a few things ruined her from being the greatest player of all time. But still, Martina Hingis is an icon. She's now 41 years old. Sorry, my numbers are wrong. She was the first Swiss tennis player, male or female, to win a Grand Slam and get number one. So basically, she was the forerunner for Federer. She spent over 200 weeks as the number one singles player and actually number 90 and 90 weeks as doubles number one. She actually held both number one rankings for 29 weeks. Amazing. So she won only 5 Grand Slam singles titles, but 13 Grand Slam double titles, also including a calendar year women's doubles Grand Slam in 98 and 7 Grand Slam mixed doubles. So she has 25 major titles. And an Olympic silver. Hingis would set a lot of youngest ever records in the 90s. Youngest ever Grand Slam champion and youngest ever number one. She had ligament injuries in both ankles that forced her to withdraw from pro tennis in 2003. By the age of she was only 22 when that happened. She was the highest paid female athlete for 5 straight years. Hingis would actually return in 2006, climbed the ladder and got to number 6 in the world. She would retire in 2007. But then in 2013, she came out of retirement again to play the doubles event of the North American Hardcourt season. She actually won 4 Grand Slam women's doubles titles and 6 mixed double tournaments during her doubles comeback, and silver in women's doubles at the Rio Olympics. She retired after the 2017 WTA finals. It's amazing. Well, she was born in Czechoslovakia as Martina Hingisova, but she did drop her name to Hingis. Well, her parents divorced when she was 6, and Martina and her mother defected from the Czech Republic into Switzerland. So she looked good. In 1996, Hingis, alongside Helena Suková, won the Wimbledon women's doubles title, and she was 15 years, 9 months when she did it, breaking the record for the youngest player to win a Grand Slam, singles or doubles. She would win her first singles title in Germany. She actually got to the semifinals of the 96 U.S. Open. So, that's good. Then she was undisputedly number 1 in 1997. She won the Australian Open at 16 years, 3 months, beating Mary Pierce, former Canadian, now French woman, in the final. She also won the Australian Open women's doubles with Natasha Sereva. In July, she became the youngest singles champion at Wimbledon since Lottie died in 1887 by beating Jana Novotná in the final. She would win the U.S. Open over Venus Williams at the U.S. Open final in 97. The only mistake she made in Grand Slams was not winning the French Open. She lost in the final to Czech woman Eva Majali. 98, she looked good. She actually won all 4 Grand Slam women's doubles titles. Only the 4th to do it. She won the Australian Open with Mariana Lucic, and then the other 3, French, U.S., and Wimbledon, with Jana Novotná, which was funny because, Novotná won the singles title, finally getting her championship. She won the Australian Open singles title too by beating Catrina Martinez in the finals. In 99, Hingis won her 3rd straight Australian Open, taking care of things, and actually won the doubles titles with Anna Kournikova. Man, that's amazing. Anna Kournikova. Yeah, she was a sex symbol. Unfortunately, Steffi Graf would beat her in the French Open final. And the worst part was that Hingis was jeered by a lot of the not cheered, but jeered, like boo, by the French fans. She broke into tears after the match. She shockingly lost a first round match to Jelena Dokic at Wimbledon. She bounced back to get to the U.S. Open final for the third straight year. Unfortunately, though, Serena Williams would stop her in her tracks. Hingis was looking for her fourth straight Australian Open singles title until she lost to Lindsay Davenport. Hingis would lose the Australian Open doubles final alongside Mary Pierce to Lisa Raymond and Renee Stubbs. However, Hingis and Pierce would get the French Open women's doubles. And she was still number one. She won 9 tournaments, but she didn't win a single Grand Slam. Hingis would get to her 5th straight Australian Open final, but lost to Jennifer Capriati. Hingis would have a lot of injuries to her, and it was bad that she was 22 when she had to retire from tennis. Anyway, she came back to singles play in the Australian Open in 2006, losing the quarters to Kim Clijsters. But she won the mixed doubles with Mahesh Bhupathi of India. So she had a suspension because she was tested positive for a metabolite of cocaine. She was given a 2-year suspension. But Hingis did come back. All that. So yeah, she was a decent player and all that. Crafty stylist, winning only 5 Grand Slams. She hadn't won a Grand. She only won 5 Grand Slams. 3 in '97, 1 in '98, 1 in '99. Hard to believe. I thought she was better than that. But at doubles, she was great. I mean, she won 13. She was 13-3 in doubles titles. She won 96 Wimbledon with Sukova, 97 Australian Open with Sheveva, 98 Australian Open with Lucic, 98 French Open with Novotna. Of course, these are the doubles. Doubles title with Novotna, 98 Wimbledon, 98 U.S. Open as well, 99 Australian Open with Kournikova, 2000 French Open with Mary Pierce. That must have been nice. 2002 Australian Open with Kournikova. 2015 Wimbledon, 2015 U.S. Open, and 2016 Australian Open, all with Senia Mirza. And the 2017 U.S. Open with Chan of Taipei. Mixed doubles, she was 7-0 in mixed doubles finals in the French Open. I mean, not the French Open, pardon, the mixed doubles 7 Grand Slam titles. She was 7-0. Her partners were Bhupathi of India in 2006. In 2015, she won 3 of them: Australian Open, Wimbledon, U.S. Open, all with Leandro Paes. The 2016 French Open with Leandro Paes, and then 2017 Wimbledon and U.S. Open double with J.B. Murray, Andy's brother. So she set a record for 3 straight titles in Australia, 97, 98, 99, tying Margaret Court, Yvonne Gougoulan, Steffi Graf, and Monica Seles. She reached 6 straight finals, which was a record, tying Yvonne Gougoulan. 97, she reached all 4 Grand Slam finals in a calendar year. joining Margaret Court, Chris Evert, Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, Monica Seles, and Justine Henin. She became the youngest Grand Slam champion with doubles and singles. So, yeah, it's amazing how she, had two major retirements, but she's still around. Hingis speaks 5 languages: Swiss German, Standard German, Czech, English, and French. Hingis would marry a French show jumper by the name of Thibaut Houghton, but they separated in 2013. And then Hingis married a sports physician, Harold Lehman. And Hingis gave birth to a daughter in 2019. So that's amazing. Martina Hingis was the star of the show in singles, but then she just faded away and came back with doubles. Hey, some people think that doubles Grand Slams are just as good as singles Grand Slams. I don't think so, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.